She was worshipped, then erased from history. Once, in a time long forgotten, there was a woman whose name echoed through the halls of temples and the hearts of her people. She was more than a queen, more than a goddess. She was the light that guided them. But as the years turned to dust, her story faded, buried beneath the weight of time and the hands of those who wished to forget her. This is the tale of a woman who was worshipped, then erased from history. Her name was Niamh, though in some lands they called her by other names, the Radiant One, the Dawnbringer, the Voice of the Wind. She was born under a rare crimson moon, and the elders said it was a sign. From her first breath, the world seemed to bend around her. Flowers bloomed where she walked. Rivers changed their course to greet her. The people whispered that the gods themselves had kissed her soul. As Niamh grew, so did her power. She could heal with a touch, speak to animals, and command the storms. But she was not cruel with her gifts. She used them to feed the hungry, to mend the sick, to bring peace where there was war. Kings and warriors bowed before her, not out of fear, but out of love. Temples were built in her honor, and her name was sung in every corner of the land. For many years, Niamh ruled not as a queen with a crown, but as a guardian of the people. She taught them to read the stars, to listen to the earth, to respect the balance of life. Under her guidance, the land flourished. There were no wars, no famines, no plagues. It was a golden age, and Niamh was at its heart. But not all men love the light. Some prefer the shadows, where their whispers can grow into roars. A man named Vorin, a priest of the old gods, grew jealous of Niamh's power. He believed the gods should be feared, not loved. He thought her kindness was weakness, her wisdom arrogance. And so he began to weave lies. At first, the people did not listen. How could they doubt the woman who had given them so much? But Vorin was passionate. He whispered in the dark, in the ears of kings and soldiers. He said Niamh's powers were not gifts but curses. He claimed she had stolen the favor of the gods for herself, leaving none for others. Slowly, the hearts of the people began to turn. One night, under a moon as dark as ink, Vorin struck. He gathered his followers and marched to Niamh's temple. They tore down her statues, burned her scrolls, and silenced her name. Those who still loved her were driven away or forced to forget. Niamh herself vanished. Some say she was killed. Others believe she walked into the sea, her heart broken by the people she had loved so dearly. Years passed. The land withered without her. Was returned. Hunger spread. The people whispered that the gods had abandoned them, but they no longer remembered why. Vorin's lease became truth, and Niamh's name faded like a dying ember. The temples built for her crumbled. Her stories were rewritten, and soon it was as if she had never existed at all. But stories have a way of surviving. In hidden caves, in secret songs, in the dreams of children, Niamh's memory lived. Old woman, the last who remembered, would tell her tale to anyone who would listen. She was not just a woman, the old one would say. She was the light, and one day, when the world is ready, she will return. And so, even erased, Niamh waits, not in stone or ink, but in the quiet spaces between words, in the hope that one day her story will be told again. Perhaps it begins with you.